All right, this is not a transmission. I know you're thinking, like, what are you doing, Robert? Why is there this weird tube on your table? This is a torque tube out of a 2004 Chevy Corvette. The torque goes in here, and it goes through the tube. So on the Corvettes, you know that the transmission differential on the back of the car, and the engine's at the front of the car. So your torque converter's inside here, goes to the transmission, and inside this tube there are bearings and there are couplers, and over time those couplers will start to degrade and come apart. So we're not condemning any issues in this torque tube, but the transmission is shot, which will be on the table next. But for maintenance purposes, preventive maintenance, we're going to go ahead and do the couplers and the bearings because it is a 20-year-old car and things do break down over time. The definition of maintenance is replacing good old parts with good new parts. You can kind of hear a little bit of a bearing noise in there. Nothing too catastrophic. I have seen these fail. When they do, I have one fail so bad that it actually cut the torque tube in half when the coupler went out. A piece of metal came in, just machined it right apart. So let's dig in. If you're counting at home, I lost 2 bolts on the floor. I have to pick those up. Alright. So there's a big snap ring here we need to get out. One more I gotta find. Small but mighty. Alright, once that's out, we're going to tap on the input shaft with a rubber mallet, and it should come sliding out. There we go. And there's no fluid inside here, it's all dry. Alright, so here are the couplers, and as you can see they are beginning to crack. You can see them here and here. See that? This is what we're trying to take care of. We don't want this will eventually come apart and cause all kinds of damage. See there, couplers are definitely distressed. These things are having problems because as torque comes in, it's going to twist on the entire driveline, and these are here to absorb those vibrations and dampen twisting motions, and they do take a beating over time. You see the cracks coming through both sides. I mean, these are ready to go. So it's a good thing we're diving into this because it would have been a problem here soon. And there's bearings inside here. There's a sealed bearing here, there's a sealed bearing here, and there's a sealed bearing here. We're going to replace all those. So I'll have to get the Torx out. We'll take the 3 bolts here, the 3 bolts here, and we can replace the couplers with the new ones we have, and then put the new bearings in and take, there should be a, pull these apart here, and there's a nut here you take off, and you can do these bearings here, and then you put it all back together again. And that's pretty much a torque tube. The hardest part is going to be getting these apart, because you see how close these are to the housing here. They're a pain in the butt to get off, but that's what we do. All right, y'all. Well, stay tuned for the transmission portion of this. I'm going to go in this video and then start a video on the 4L60 teardown and show you what's going on there. Thanks. I just want to add to the end of the torque tube video that I misspoke. It is not an 04, it's an 01. It did say that on the torque tube, and I saw that, and I thought it was an 04, but it's an 01 Corvette. So these couplers are actually almost 25 years old. So definitely time to get them done. Thank you.